Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we're here to talk about my Marseille and Pips for May. This is a VR of sorts to Sylvie at Tarot Magpie. She did this last year, and I did a VR to her. I'll link it up here, and if you want to kind of see what I got up to last year. And this year, I'm doing it again. She's doing it again as well. So I will put her video for this year down in the description box below. And I wanted to just kind of share some of the decks that I'm thinking about using in the month of May, as well as the book that I want to read. And it's a loose practice for me this year. I really want to try to attempt it, but I have a lot going on in May. And I just don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm already having trouble deciding which decks I want to use, and I definitely want to make sure that my practice can move with me and groove with me as my month wears on, and I know it's going to get crazy. But I did want to try to attempt it this year. I had planned to attempt it this year, so I am going to share the decks that I think I'm going to be using. So last year I did the Marseille for May video, and then at the end of May I did a pairing Marseille video, which is a VR to Meg at Rose Honey Ritual. So I will do that again this year where I tell you which decks I used and the pairs that I found. So if I do get into this, you'll see that pairing Marseille video pop up at the end. And I'll put last year's up here if you want to see that. Okay, so let's take a look at the decks that I think I've chosen. I definitely have a couple that have rolled over from last year. So I'll show those two first. I want to use these because these are like decks that I know and love, and I don't want to have so many new decks that I'm really not sure about. At the moment, I'm excited to use them, but maybe I'll get to using them and I won't be feeling them or whatever. I just want to make sure that I have something in the box that I know for a fact that I know and love and that are going to be easy for me to use. So that I can be successful at this. I don't want I don't want to have to like revert to my shelves if I can help it. So this is the Aurora Tarot here on this side, and this is the Squid Cake Marseille. This is an indie deck that you can find on Etsy. It's by Ash de Estrella, and this is a mass market deck that you can find on Amazon. I'll put the links for all of these below. And I love it. I love this one. We got zombies. It's pink. It's cute. It's tiny. It's great for clarifying and everything. And this one I like because it's pop culture and colorful and tropical and very summery. And it's given everything that I want right now. So yeah, definitely going to be pulling these two in. This one also matches very well with one of the Oracle decks that I know I want to work with in May, the El Camino Oracle. And that's the Oracle deck that I'm really feeling a pull towards for May. So I think, I'll definitely be pulling this one in to work with that anyway. So I wanted to make sure it was in the box. And this will give me a mini. So that way I'll have, in case I want to, I don't know, take it with me somewhere. I don't have any excuses. I can definitely bring something for my box without having to go to my shelf. Although I have other mini Marseille decks, but I don't want to be rummaging through my shelves because that's only going to distract me. So I'm trying to stay with just what's in my little box. So that is the Aurora Tarot and the Squid Cake Marseille. So then some new fun Kickstarters that I backed last year of Marseille's that I haven't really been using very much. Well, I haven't used this one very much. This one I have used, but this is the Metanoia Marseille by Bouchet Design or Boucher Design. She is the same creator as the Rocky Tarot and the Radiant Crystal cards. And I have a walkthrough of this one. I'll post it in the cards up there for you if you'd like to see my first impressions of this one. But I'm definitely going to be pulling this one in because this is a new deck in my collection that just came in recently and I haven't been using it much. Now, this is the Marseille Prendre Vie. I have been using this one. I love the way it shuffles. It's super funny and cute and adorable. It goes really well with a lot of my photography style Oracle decks. This is another deck that I want to make sure that it gets in there because it is new. And I said, I wanted to pull in new decks, but also the thing about this one is that I like it. I know I like it. I'm going to want to work with it. So I know it works well for me. I know it goes with my Oracle decks. So I'm not going to have any trouble pulling it into my practice. I'm not sure about this one. I like it. I think it's pretty, but I haven't used it enough to know if it's really going to give me anything in my readings. Um, so yeah, I think I just need to use it more, but I definitely need a safe option as well. And I'm trying to keep that box as safe and fun as possible so that, like I said, I can be successful here. Because I have a feeling things are going to get chaotic in my life. And I just don't want my tarot practice to fall to the wayside. So the best way that I can kind of make sure that I'm going to want to still use the cards is to make sure that I put things in there that I know I like. So we definitely like Marseille Prendre de Vie. This is pretty. And these are the colors. This is the color palette I've been reaching for a lot lately. And I definitely wanted to make sure that I had something in there that was similar to, as you can see my background, that was similar to this color palette, so that I'm not having like a huge shift in color too fast, because maybe I'm not ready to move to these colors just yet. Maybe I want to stay in this sort of soft color palette. So I'll have this and then also the squid cake to kind of support me there until I'm ready to move. So those are those two. So again, we have the Marseille Prendre de Vie, and this one is the Metanoia Marseille. Cool decks, for sure, for sure. And I'm excited to spend some quality time with them this month. So two decks that I have in my collection that I got last year that I'm not sure about or I've been using, but they haven't really been hitting the way I thought they were going to hit, or I'm just not feeling drawn to pull out, are these two. And I definitely want to put them into practice on purpose this year, because I have those decks that I mentioned earlier that are tried and true that I know I'm going to love and reach for. But I also wanted to have some decks in that box that are decks that I haven't been reaching for. And since I'm paring everything down to just Marseille, this is the opportunity to maybe like, what if I get bored with those ones that I use all the time, to bring in something new, I'm more likely to reach for them now. So this is the Minchianti Tarot by Debray. You can buy this one on Amazon, and this is a indie deck, Pip Speak Tarot by Kitten Chops. You can, I think, get this on Etsy. I actually got this directly from her website, so I'll put her website in the description box below if you're interested. The thing that I love about both of them is the color. They're both really bright. I love the backs on both of them. The Pip Speak Tarot is shiny. It has like all of these little like shiny little foil stamping on it. It's fun. It's colorful. The same with this one. The colors are fun. They kind of look like, I don't even know, like cartoons or comic books or something. This one has keywords, which is nice for if my brain gets tired. However, although I'm not sure about the keywords, but this will give me an opportunity to get sure about the keywords if I like them or if I don't. Um, so yeah, this was my opportunity to really work with this deck. It is a Minchianti Tarot, but I've removed all of the extra cards, like the astrological signs and the elementals and whatever else was in there. I can't remember what was in there. I took it all out. So all I have now is just what's left of the basic 78 cards of the tarot deck, and I'm just going to use it in that way. And for this one, I don't know. I mean, it shuffles, it's cute, it's bright. I don't know why I'm not using it. But for some reason, I just don't feel drawn to use it. I don't know. When I'm pulling for Marseille, I'm pulling for the Prendre de Vie or the Estrella Tarot of the newer, colorful decks. I also have the tarot of, I have a Soprafino that I love and use a lot, and I have the Tarot Classic. Is it the Classic Tarot? The Tarot of the Master with the green borders. I pull for that one a lot. So I have other decks. I'm not including those. I also have the Cat Marseille. I love that one. I pull that one out a lot. I'm not including those in my basket this month because I wanted to try new things. I want to make sure that I'm giving these a shot. And if I put the Cat Tarot in there or the Soprafino or the Tarot of the Master, I'm not going to use any of these other decks. So I'm not going to put them in there for that specific reason. So yeah, we're gonna stick with these. I love the illustrations on this. So I'm really hoping that I can form a connection with it this month, or some sort of, at least get a couple of good readings out of it, so that I can feel okay and see how I feel about these keywords. So I really want to see, because I do love the artwork on it. It reminds me of Robert Place's artwork. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of get into these two a little bit. So again, this is the Minchianti by DeBride. This is the mass market, and this is the Pip Speak Tarot by Kitten Chops. This is the Aurora Tarot. I've never even used this deck. I got it from It was a Kickstarter I backed. It came in, and I looked through it to make sure I had all of the cards. I didn't get the guidebook. I do have the digital guidebook, so I didn't get the big book, but that's okay. And I have the tuck box. I'm not sure if it came with a hard box as well. I'm not sure, but this is the version I have. And I think this is cute, but I have not used it. I have not shuffled it. And I want to change that this month. And I thought, like I said, I'm trying to make sure I have a variety here. So I thought, okay, this one will give me sort of a different color palette in case I get tired of the bright colors. I can maybe come here for something a little bit more neutral, something a little darker, deeper in color. So yeah, I was thinking, yeah, definitely going to put this one in the box. And it's also a linen cardstock, so it'll be an easy shuffler. Maybe I'll fall in love with it. You never know. I haven't even given it a chance. So I definitely love the pips. And one of the things that I really love about pip decks um, is when the pips are just gorgeous to look at, you know? So it's like, okay, yeah, there's only swords on the card, but look at those swords. They're glowing. You know what I mean? Like, yes, give me this is beautiful. This is a beautiful 10 of swords. I can't deny. You know what I mean? Like, look at these wands. Like, I love the pips in this deck. So I'm kind of excited to use this, even though it's not the color scheme I've been looking at. And so I am definitely going to be putting this one in the box, trying to give it a use this month. Okay, so now to keep myself honest, I did want to make sure that I put a couple of pip decks in there. So if I do get tired of looking at Marseille, I can still try to read with Marseille style using pip decks, just using numerology and just keep my mind in that place, but use a different style of decks. And so I thought, well, this is I think one of my newest pip decks in my collection. And I have really been enjoying it. I got it for Christmas last year. This is the movie tarot. And I love this so much. So the pips aren't as beautiful as that Cocarina deck, but it's got Forrest Gump. And look, Salma Hayek is in here, and Keanu Reeves is in here, and Bruce Lee is in here. And it's fun. This is fun with all the movie stars and the movies. And here's Robert De Niro, and there's David, what is his name? I forget. David Bowie. There's Sharon Stone. So like, yeah, I love this. I love this movie, Shakespeare in Love. So I think this makes me smile. It makes me happy, and I'll want to reach for it. So it'll definitely be sort of like a fallback. I'm tired of using Marseille, but rather than going to, I like this movie too, but rather than going to my shelves and cheating, not that it's cheating, I mean, it's my own little rules or whatever, but just to keep me from rummaging through my shelves and finding other decks. I'm trying to keep it to just what's in my box. So I'm going to put this in the box so that it can get used. And I know I'll use it. I know I like it. And it's a pip deck. So it's not going to have anything that's going to get in my way as far as using it to read Marseille style. This is another newer one in my collection. It's the Spheres of Heaven Tarot. And it's also a pip deck. I have not even used it or shuffled it. It's got those softer colors that I've been reaching for recently. And I think I mentioned already that I don't want to pull myself out of it too quickly and then realize, no, I still love these colors. I want to stay with these colors. And then not want to use the other decks. So I definitely wanted to make sure I had some things in here with these softer colors. And this is a pip deck. And it is a pip deck. Let me get to the pips. And it's very much pip. There's no extra embellishments here for the pips. So like I said, it's not going to get in my way if I want to read it exactly like a Marseille deck. The pip layout is not the same as Marseille, but that's okay. I can work around that. It's just there's nothing there indicating any kind of RWS style meaning or Thoth meaning or anything like that that's going to get in the way of me working on my my Marseille style reading. So this is the Spheres of Heaven tarot, and I definitely want to put that in the box. I'm excited to use this one. I've never used it before. I'm excited to see how it reads. So the pips are a little strange, but we'll see. I love the illustrated cards. I think they're beautiful. And last but certainly not least, this is another newer one in my collection. Everything in the box is pretty much newer and needs to be used. This is a Feeding My Soul 1212. Angel made me do it. She talked about this deck so much last year, and I finally placed an Amazon France order, and I picked this up from Amazon France. This is the Sealan Rice Tarot. I wanted to make sure that it's too expensive to buy from Amazon US, but it's quite gorgeous, and it is a pip deck that I think will also be cool. It does have some nods to RWS, but the colors are what I was looking for, and it's new in my collection, so it met a couple of my qualifications, and I'm thinking this one is going to work for me for this year. We'll see. If it starts to get in the way because it's too pippy, look at the Tower card. I mean, because the pips have too much meaning or whatever, then I'll put it away. But for the most part, I think it should be okay. So we'll see. But I'm really excited to finally get a chance to use this. And, getting it from Amazon France meant it was just it was like less than 20 euros. So that was amazing. Yeah, so I'm excited to finally have it and have an opportunity to give it a shot and use it. So this is the Sealan Rice Tarot, and that's the last one in my box for the month. I'm glad I picked this one up when I was placing the Amazon France order. It's a German deck, but it was less than 20 euros on Amazon France, where it's $40 here in the States. So, and I was placing the order anyway, and I didn't have to pay extra shipping to add another deck. So I was really excited. So this is my box. And yeah, wish me luck. I will, again, like I said, I forgot to show the Lenormand deck for the month. This is the Lilac Lenormand by Logan Townsend. I will just show you a couple of cards. I just put this in here because, like I said, I'm trying to stick to this box. So I wanted to make sure I had everything in here I needed. Oh, you know what else I should put in here is the Kipper, because I've been it's just sitting here on the desk. So I don't need to put it in the box. I'm not really reading with Kipper right now. I'm just kind of studying it. So, but this is my Lenormand deck that I'll use. If I need to pull in a different Lenormand deck, I will. But I want to really stick to what's in the box for at least 1 month. It's hard for me. It's difficult for me, but I'm going to try. So that's it. Those are my decks. Wish me luck, guys. If you're doing this, if you're doing Marseille for May or Pips for May or numerology for May, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Chat with me on Instagram about it if you're interested. I'm there. I'm always there on Instagram just about every day. So if you want to chat about numerology or whatever this month, because that's what I will be studying. Oh, let me show you the book. This is the Tarot of Marseille, Guide to Interpretation by Anna Maria Morsucci and Antonella Aloy. This is the second edition of Reading and Understanding the Marseille Tarot was the first edition, and I had that book, but I bought this one thinking it was going to be like more information, and I think it's the same information with updated images from what I can understand, that they just changed the images to be more suitable to a Marseille explanation, as far as like the colors go and just where things are placed on the cards. So I'm gonna read through this again because I haven't read through the Reading and Understanding the Marseille Tarot in a while, since I would say it's been like 2 or 3 years. So I'm going to read through this. I'm going to try to go cover to cover, read through it, see if it feels any different from the original, and then just decide which one I want to keep, because the other one is thinner. This one is thicker. The pages are thicker. The pages are sort of regular pages, and the other one had glossy pages, which I prefer. So if I don't feel that this is giving me anything more, I may rehome this one and keep my old school one. But we'll see. By the end of this month, I should be able to tell which one I'm going to keep. I bought this one thinking it was going to have more, but I think it's going to be about the same. But I'm still going to read. Listen, my only goals for this month are to read this book and decide which one I want to keep, and use those decks that I just showed you in my doing my readings this month. That's my only goal. Those are my goals. Not very lofty, but I just hope I can stick to them and not veer from the path. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know in the next video towards the end of the month. And yeah, that's all I have to report. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. Links in the description box below. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe, be blessed. Bye bye.